3, 2, 1, and we are live with Abigail Precourt, one of the RockstarsDream Girls, one of the originals. She is killing it with the business. She's putting herself out there, getting a lot of attention. So thank you very much for doing this. Abigail Precourt, also known as Abigail Trainwreck. On Instagram.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you. Yeah, it's an honor to have you here. I know that you're working with all the ladies, Nikki, who is running the RockstarsDream Lingerie. You work with a bunch of the people who are, very commonly popping up on the Instagram of RockstarsDream. And you seem to really taking a liking to the business. And before we get into that, and the reason why you did that, you're also featured in the magazine, the first issue. I should pull this off, but
I know. I was like, I went out and I was like, I put in the living room.
In the produced version of this, you're going to see a couple images of Abigail, who's killing it. And then there's a couple images she's putting out today. You guys need to go and check her out right now because they are starting to get, she's really getting her image down on Instagram. So please follow her and see what she's doing. Anyway, you're a model, you're a lingerie model, RockstarsDream Dream Girl. You were a photographer. How did this whole thing come about?
Okay, yeah, so I would say I've been a photographer for years. That was my main thing, is being behind the camera. I never wanted to be in front of the camera, but after going through a real bad domestic abuse situation, I instantly dove right into modeling. And I did share the story with you, but it was satisfying having my ex. Once he told me I wasn't going anywhere in life, he broke up with me, and I did a nice lingerie shoot, and I finally posted them, and then the dude was like crying in my lap, asking me to take them down, and it was one of the best experiences of my life, and that was so motivating.
So let me just cut you off there for a second, if you allow me here. And you're basically saying that becoming a model was a big FU to those who rejected you. Is that right?
All the way. It was a big FU to them because it had a lot to do with myself too and everything else, and it was so empowering. But nothing felt better than literally watching, a grown man cry in her lap because of how attractive your pictures are after they told you you're not going anywhere in life. And because of how attractive your pictures are after they told you you're not going anywhere in life and broke up with you. It was a very satisfying moment.
There is nothing better than kind of making progress after someone let you go or rejected you or tried to stop you from success, and then them seeing it and then seeing the regret in their eyes. Am I right? It's the greatest.
It is a very satisfying feeling. It's great.
So you basically started when? How long ago? Because from what we're seeing, you're friends with every model that we know now.
Well, the thing is, I started modeling honestly probably about like 2012, but I didn't really take it seriously or start doing it professionally until probably 2016.
Wow.
When I started taking myself very seriously.
So that was whenever it all happened, the big change. And so
I just dove right into this. I was like, okay, this is all I want to do.
What have you learned from, we work with so many models and we see what you're doing, but what have you learned from putting yourself out there? Did your confidence skyrocket? Have you worked with people who just lift you up? Have you collaborated with great photographers, great other models who maybe gave you other opportunities? What have you learned in 4 or 5 years?
Well, if I could talk to my younger self and other people too, especially starting out, is take yourself very seriously. This is even if you're doing it for fun, it's don't sell yourself short. Don't do something just because it's free. Do your research. If you're going to work with a photographer, I always like to talk to models they've worked with. I want to hear a review. I want to hear what was their experience, especially I get so weary of working with male photographers, and it's whenever I have worked with a good photographer that's male, I try to pass along pass their information on, they're professional, they showed up on time, they didn't say anything weird, it's just but I did have really cool opportunities, especially is now after being in the magazine, especially, I have way more people, commenting or coming to me with like, especially the canvas industry, they want me to, sell their T-shirts and whatever merch and
because of the magazine.
Yeah. It is. Well, because they've seen, like they've seen the progression. Because some people have followed me for some time, and they've seen me try to, do the not Rockstars, Ink magazine. They try to see me inked and Maxim and all this stuff, and they see me trying, and then they see me actually, boom, all of a sudden here's a magazine. It's like I'm published, and it's great.
and talk to me a little bit about that, real quick. If you could say, just being published and being taken seriously because someone else noticed you, or you capitalized on an opportunity. What does that do? It just gets a lot more eyeballs on you, that you're not just doing this as a hobby. You're doing this as a profession and as an entrepreneur and as a businesswoman.
100%. That's 100% where I'm coming from. It's like now it's like, so like tacking something on your resume. It's like kind of like having a degree in what you're doing. It's like saying, I'm capable of doing this. And that's why once people see that, also I have now the option instead of, I have a lot of like companies constantly asking me to like sell jewelry and stuff, but I don't wear jewelry. Like this is my mom's ring. This is like, I wear stuff like this, but I don't wear stuff like that. So I don't want to just sell something or promote something just because, or to get my name out there, if I'm not behind it. I don't only want to get behind things I want to get behind and I support. Now I can be picky about what I'm doing and who I'm working with. Yeah. I love that.
And so in the very beginning, nobody really does take you seriously because there's millions of models, but the people who stay with it. Yeah. Say that again.
Like who's not a model? You know what I mean? It's like, if they're on Instagram, everybody's trying to look, try to stun on everybody and look like a model. It's like, that's why it's hard to be taken seriously, because anybody can try,
Right. And so just by doing certain things and by, like capitalizing on Rockstars Dream, the business program where you basically can sign up other dream girls who can get paid to wear lingerie and earn free lingerie. You are probably, maybe 1 out of 10 or maybe 1 out of 5 that will look at that and say, you know what, that seems like a lot of work, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So you looked at it and said, I can make something with this. I can meet new people. I can create opportunity. What did you find so attractive about the Rockstars Dream program ran by Nikki Cochran, who's just an unbelievable woman? Yes,
that's also the thing too, is like when I first did this, she talked to me immediately. We hit it off. Now we talk like almost every day, and not always about business. We're talking about other opportunities and other ideas we have and how we want to merge different things together. And it's just like, it constantly lights me on fire. And that's the thing, is like I've been reached out to by like multiple different things, but it's like this was the first place that took me seriously. That like, it's like a mutual give and take situation. And I feel like, it's smart. To me, it's just like, it makes business sense to just like I ultimately want to be like a model recruiter and stuff. Like, I'd love to train and coach people. And I'm really good at connecting people with like, hey, this photographer is good for you. You should work with so-and-so. You should collaborate with this person. And it's like, this gives me just like a big old branch into everything I want to do. And I can just run with that. So I just think like, as long as the love is mutual, why not be a part of something like that?
Right. So just by, and here's what I've noticed, especially from people like you who are go-getters and they're motivated and they're hungry for, just progress. It sounds to me like you see the value and the benefit of actually having something that will help others. It's not just about you, but it's also you can help get women featured in magazines. You can help get women to earn money by becoming an affiliate of a company, and therefore it's really a win-win-win all the way across the board. All right.
Hi, I'm Abigail, and I'm a model with the RockstarsDream Lingerie company. I just wanted to come on here to talk about why I love this company, why I love being a dream girl. Before I get into that though, I would like to show you, this is how the lingerie comes in this cute, adorable box for my dream girl. Super cute packaging. This was my first set of lingerie I received from the RockstarsDream. Like a burgundy floral lace bodysuit. There we are, and it snaps there. It kind of snaps like with a bra, and then here at the bottom, super cute. But so if you would like to subscribe to get a monthly thing of lingerie, by all means, the link is in my bio. Go ahead and do that. But if you want to earn free lingerie, become a dream girl model, and have cool opportunities like getting published in the RockstarsDream Magazine, by all means, hit the link in my bio. I'll be able to, also if you have any questions, DM me please. I can help get you set up with that so you can start earning money from home, and also you get free lingerie. Who doesn't love that? But last but not least, if you are a business owner and you would like to have advertising in the next issue of RockstarsDream Magazine, please hurry because the spots are filling up very, very fast. The link is also in my bio for that. It should be able to explain everything for you. It's $500 flat. You get a full page ad in the magazine. You get a podcast, and you also get a video of a dream girl promoting your business. The link is in my bio. It should explain everything. If not, please, by all means, about any of these things, please send me a DM and let's get you set up.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I keep telling people. That's why when I post stuff about it, I see some people, watching, a lot of people watching, but I'm like, I know you want to be a part of it. You're just scared. And I'm like, don't be scared. And I'm like, I got you. And it's like, I will constantly talk to you. I will I talk to the girl I signed up with. I talk to her almost every single day. We FaceTime or we chat or we whatever. We're, giving each other references and all that. So it's a constant thing. And it's like you said, it's win, 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 win. There's zero lose to it. So I'm just like, and especially I know so many models that need the respect that they haven't gotten in the industry, you know what I mean? Or they didn't get credit for a lot of stuff. I've been part of a million photo shoots and music videos and haven't got a penny or, any type of credit. And it's like people all their old projects, I want them to have redemption through this. And I'm like, you can run with this. And I know they'd be successful at it.
Ooh, I like that word. Redemption, right? It's maybe with all the craziness that's happening in the world, people are becoming divided and there's a lot of division. You basically maybe have lost your job. I think I've seen some of your posts with the chaos that's happening where you're at. And it's basically like you could have a redemption period. You can actually have a chance to come back. You can start to make money from home. You can have this side business that can turn into a real business that will eventually lead to financial freedom, which this could be ground zero of something successful, right?
Yes, 100%. That's literally exactly what I'm going for. That's why I told Nicole every day, I'm like, I want this to be my full-time gig, because if I get my feet off the ground with everything I'm doing online, then I can actually support things I want to do myself, like businesses I want to start, you know what I mean? And I just can't wait to dive into all of that. Once I'm sustained online, then I can just have the freedom to do what I want, and that's what I want.
Before we go into a break here, tell me about the day that you got the magazine. Whenever you submitted the photo, we're like, this has to be a full page. This is an incredible shot. And I'm going to have a little clip here. I'll slide that in here now of the exact picture she submitted. There are many more featured for her next issue. But what was that like getting a magazine with you in it for the very first time?
I literally screamed because I had no idea, what it was going to look like, I know I submitted a couple of images and all that, so I was just I was just so happy. When I saw a full page, I screamed. I was like, I almost fell out. I was like, oh, look. I was like, it's like, this is real. This isn't a magazine. This is hard copy. I bought two. I bought one from I'm having my sister mail it to my mom, with a frame and all that. I'm like, just put that on the wall. Because, my mom has always believed in me and all that, but it's just if they finally have something that she can see physically and hold, it's like that feels good.
Yeah, there's something different about and this is why people are like, why would you do a magazine? I haven't seen magazines, do well.
I always love magazines and newspapers and articles. I love that stuff.
Me too. People always ask me about the books. We've published over 200 books. Tangible items are what separates you. Yes. When you get it in your hand, there's something to it. There really is. And it shows that it's real. And I think that and we're hearing it, there are 100 Dream Girls in the first issue. There are going to be approximately 50 in the next issue. And that's what they're saying. We keep the printed copy, keep the printed version. Don't go to electronic just yet. So we're hearing all kinds of stuff. And here's the other thing. Now, in order to see you, they need to buy a copy. And so it's also going to be more, I guess, a collectible going down the road. Am I right?
Well, that's what I was talking about too. It's cool being in the first issue and having a full page in the first issue. So I'm just all I want to do from there is I'm going to get that cover. I was like, I don't know. It's just it constantly gives me motivation. I'm like, I just want to constantly stay in the magazine. And then also, like we said, it's a collectible. Once you have one, then you keep the issues. This goes on for years. I'm in each issue. That just feels good. It feels like, I'm a part of a team. I love that.
Great way to put that. How about you just said about the team? You are a part of many women's groups, women empowerment. You're always promoting other ladies, other people who are putting themselves out there. I'm an entrepreneur. I respect the hell out of anybody who puts themselves out there to fight rejection and the wins, to get the glory, or, to have their dreams die in front of many people. So tell me about that women empowerment group that you're a part of, or, what's that like? Because you are helping others and they're helping you.
Exactly. I always love like it's not just about me kind of thing, because I know where it's like I know what it feels like when someone like I consider bigger than me, they post my thing. I'm like, oh, they saw me, like, oh, they acknowledged me, it's so great. Like I just like, and plus it's like I have a different following than everybody else, and it's like I have such a weird genre group of people, from different like parts of they know me from lingerie, or they know me from like the cannabis industry. It's like I have a big broad spectrum of people, so that's why I love posting all the models on my stuff and vice versa. But we constantly talk every day and uplift each other. We talk about collaborations. We send each other photographer names, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a little sisterhood of love, and we're constantly trying to just like get, like you said, empower each other. And I just like, some people are like, oh, am I posting to get a lot of likes? I'm like, ignore that. It's not about the likes. It's about like how much exposure you're getting and everything else too. Because like some people see it, they just don't like it. And I was like, and more like also the more I realize, like the more risque or the more out there I put myself, it's like the less likes, the less I get unfollow. But the next day I get 3 more. So just kind of like, you know what I mean? It's just a hit or miss thing, but I'm like, never get discouraged. That's the thing. Just keep on going. And I'm like, I'll keep throwing the hell out of you until you get your following back,
Well, that's the thing, is you put yourself out there in the right way and you find out who you are and what's important to you. Your tribe comes to you, right? All of a sudden, exactly. The RockstarsDream Dream Girls, they're coming to you because you are coming out to be this leader of a bunch of other dream girls. There's 1,000 dream girls and you are a standout in that crew.
Yes, I love it too. But that's the thing, like I told them, I'm like, you get what you put into it. You know what I mean? It's like with any business, with anything you do, it's always like you get exactly what you put into it. So I'm like, you treat this like a business. You talk about this every day. You work on this every single day. I'm like, you network constantly. That's like the biggest thing I love is like, now I have so many different types of models that I'm like, but everybody kind of needs whatever they're doing, needs lingerie. So I'm just kind of like, hey, you want to earn free lingerie? I'm like, this will help you. Or if you want to get the subscription, so that way you have your monthly set and you don't have to do the work. You know what I mean? Whatever you want, I'm like, I can help you get it. But I always love promoting each other. Like that's the biggest thing. Is like, especially if it's a small business, you got to constantly promote to keep yourself relevant until you make it. Fake it till you make it.
If anybody out there is not familiar with Abigail Precourt, also known as Abigail Trainwreck, you got to follow her. She's like a leader among these dream girls we look at dream girls as, people who put themselves out there. They're models, they're lingerie models, they're fearless, they're courageous, they are entrepreneurial. And this is Abigail, who's kind of becoming a standout and coaching these women on how to actually grow their business. Now, it's not an overnight thing, but you basically can start to build relationships with people who are going to do great things. 6 months from now, a year from now, you could be making enough money to potentially leave your job forever.
That's my goal. Within 6 months to a year, this should be a full takeover. There's no reason, no excuse that it's not. Like, not if I have anything to do with it.
Well, and also we're going to get that in the next segment here about the advertisers. And I know as the Dream Girls, they're always approaching businesses. They're always modeling for other companies. And now we are able to help them get compensated for getting advertisers in the magazine.
Yes, I love that too. I was like, especially how many businesses, I know everyone's a little hurt right now because of COVID, but I was like, this is, especially if we constantly do this, I'm like, I'm going to get everybody involved. I already know a million people that have talked to me about it. I'm not sure if they've actually come through or not, but I'm like, at least I'm getting information in their ears so they know for next month, plan ahead.
Love it. And so she's a part of a team called RockstarsDream Dream Girls. And we actually have a quick little message from one of the other Dream Girls. Her name's Julia. Check this out real quick.
Have you been bored during quarantine? Are you tired of sitting at home watching paint dry? Well, guess what? IWC Wrestling is back, baby. The International Wrestling Cartel has been around for 19 years and has had some of today's WWE and AEW's superstars coming through the roster. Now, how do I know this? Because I'm the dime piece, duh. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself at one of our live shows or at iwcwrestling.com.
Okay, we're back. So that's that video, that little advertisement is what we do for people. We try to get our advertisers to get exposure on our podcast, in our video series, and in our magazine. So if you are interested, I want you to contact Abigail Trainwreck right on this podcast right now. We're going to have the link down below. Contact her, get started, and that way she gets compensated for it. So the whole key here is to help people who help you grow a business. And Abigail right now is growing a team, getting sales underneath of her. So eventually she could run this full time from her house or when she's on vacation. That's the whole thing.
Key point right there.
So, okay. So the next magazine's coming out. And what we want to do for leaders is give them something to write about, not maybe in this next magazine, but going forward. What would you say to ladies out there who are looking to start with Rockstars Dream or just a business in general? I just love hearing from people who have insight on entrepreneurship. What would you say to them?
Well, a lot of it, I especially talking with Nicole, she's given me 1,000,003 ideas. The biggest thing I honestly think is the biggest tool you could use is like Linktree or one of those kind of websites where you can put multiple links. That's the biggest thing I've realized with modeling is everything has a link to it. So I got a link tree that way I can put like, so they can sign up to be a model, they can sign up to advertise in the magazine, whatever they need to do, they can do it all off of my Instagram. But it's like I said, it's constantly what you put into this thing. Like I love that also listen to working from home. Like I can honestly go to the pool and I can I can message everybody or FaceTime or talk business or do whatever. And it's great because I'm just like, oh, this is so nice. If I have to work, at least I can do it at the pool,
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what your process looks like. It seems to me you're very active compared to most. So, and when I say most, like I said, there's 1,000 girls. You are a standout. What do? Are you direct messaging? Are you just posting and having your tribe come to you and they ask the questions and then you respond? What are you doing here? What do you do that makes it successful?
A mixture of that. I try to because I try to kind of go fishing and see, because like I said, I see who's like, at least watching my stuff on the most occasions or watching my stories or liking the post, and I can tell that they're kind of into it. They're not sure what they want to do yet. So I try to kind of, keep it in the back of my head, like, oh, I've seen this person on here a lot or whatever, but I also try to like post things like, do you want to buy laundry? Are you interested in knowing more about it, like being a dream girl? That way I can kind of fish around and see who's interested, but then I can follow up a couple of days later to be like, hey, were you still, wondering if you wanted to be a part of this or, whatever. Just like I always tell people, no matter what, if you change your mind, anything, just talk to me. I'm like, let me know what's going on. I'll check in with you later. But then I also I'm a part of a lot of modeling groups. I try to go on there and kind of, fish around to know who has like OnlyFans or who has content that needs lingerie, you know what I mean? And that way I can promote them and, and get them and I tell them constantly too, I'm like, if you want to be validated as a model, I can help you because you can get published, they'll promote the hell out of you on their Instagram, and I just tell them because you guys show so much love. And I'm like, if you guys want to be a part of a team that actually will build you up, and they will, and you guys also promote people not even just with your business, but with other businesses they work with. Like I saw with Julia and her braless, you guys constantly are promoting her no matter what she's doing, and I love that. So I'm like, that's because it's constantly showing that you just want her to be successful too, not just with your company, but with other people too. I love that.
Well, that's the key. What I've realized from business development for basically 9 years is that it's really not all about you. You start a business because you think, oh, I need to do stuff and really grow this business. But the more you include others and help them get to where they want to get to, that's whenever it becomes credible. And so anybody out there watching this, listening to this on iTunes or whatnot, remember, it's really not about just you, but it's what you can help others do in their life. And if you can get them to where they want to go, that's when you become valuable to them. And that's when your name travels the right way. So yeah, you are reaching out, talking to ladies. Hey, what's your aspirations? What are you looking to get out of this? And then you say, I have a solution for these, for one of those things, to make money, to promote yourself, to get into a group that lifts you up, doesn't tear you down. I hear that so much from the Dream Girls, that we love it because it's really all about helping people, see how powerful you can be through Instagram. Yeah. So, okay. So you worked with Nikki, you worked with Julia, a bunch of these other ladies, photographers, anybody that you want to give a shout out to that has really helped you, because we like to tag them down below and let them know that they get that they mean a lot to some of these Dream Girls.
Yes. Well, I mean, I would say there's countless because all the Dream Girls I've talked to, I was about to say, I can name a few, is definitely 86 Remix, The Illustrated Woman, photographers, 100% would be James Hickey Studio, his name on Instagram.
I see you promote that guy, yeah.
Yes, because he was, I guess, one of the things, like, especially male photographers, I get so weary. So, like, I'm like, it was a very successful shoot. He's very professional. He shot for, like, Dr. Dre and Playboy and all this other crazy, like, things. So I was like, that was a really cool opportunity to work with him. And also, that was his image that was in the magazine too. So, like, I feel like he helped me, I helped him. We both will be, like you said, it's about lifting each other up and being successful together. That's why I love collaborating, and being a model and then working with RockstarsDream just makes sense. It just makes sense. It's just like you constantly need lingerie and you constantly need money. Right. So it's just sense.
And so you're seeing now, anybody out there, she's going to be on another live, I think, in 2 hours with Nikki and probably with a bunch of other girls and their RockstarsDream Dream Girls Only Facebook page. So we don't want to burn her out here talking for all day, but that's what she gets to do. And if you're interested in being a part of her network, getting to know her, finding out how she makes money with RockstarsDream or how other people do it, contact her. Get in touch with her on Instagram. What other ways can people get a hold of you? What's the best way? Is Instagram? Are you a big TikTok?
Really is. I don't do TikTok. I haven't done that yet. But I about to say Instagram. I also have my email on my Instagram. That's probably honestly Instagram. I'm on there constantly. I'm constantly on there for RockstarsDream and Monat and my everything. So yeah, I say Instagram.
Gotcha. Okay. So Instagram, Abigail Trainwreck. It's __ Abigail Trainwreck. She's going to be featured in the next magazine. The next photos that she submitted are going to blow you away. So you better pick up the magazine, which will be coming out here, I believe, mid to late July. We're waiting on a couple things. This is the last day to submit. If you're watching this live, if you are interested in submitting them for the magazine, today's the last day for the July, and it could be early August, but we're looking at late July debut. We got Peyton Drew as the cover model, and we have you met Peyton Drew yet?
I haven't met her, but I saw her interview and everything, and I saw her, like, she had she was on the back page too. She had the whole back cover of the magazine, and then she had her own. Yeah, I was like, she's so pretty. I haven't had the opportunity to talk to her yet, though.
She's in movies with Val Kilmer and all that stuff. So, she's a killer, and so follow her whenever you get a second by watching Peyton Drew. But anyway, this is all about Abigail Trainwreck. You're killing it. You're awesome. Anybody out there, contact her immediately. Anything else that you are working on that maybe the world should know about, Abigail?
The biggest thing I've been trying to get off the ground, but COVID has prevented it from happening, was my website. I'm going to be working like with a cannabis company and try to get my own like rolling trays and grinders and all that kind of stuff, and like stickers and all that kind of cool thing. But everything I have gone is now is 3 months late because of COVID. So I'm like, eventually I will, once I have all the products, I will immediately open the website so people can purchase everything, but coming soon.
Great. So keep working at it. I love the spirit. Everyone's looking at you for answers when it comes to this new company that's been around less than 6 months. So keep doing what you're doing, and great things are going to happen. So anybody who's out there, RockstarsDream Dream Girl, follow her. She's going to be on the next live at 8 o'clock Eastern time. She's all over the place. So until next time, guys, keep living the dream, and we'll see you then. Hey, if you like this video, please subscribe down below and like it, share it, tell your mom, tell your aunt, because RockstarsDream is growing, and with your help, a lot of people can see it. Thanks.